Hey guys, the button trigger is one of the most popular and easiest triggers to install on your website. It allows you to install anywhere on your website or any pop-ups or anything that allow you to insert HTML code. So I'm really excited to share this with you. It's very simple. When you first come in, you're able to add a label to the button so that you know what it's where you placed it or what content it's delivering, just anything for your own use. So I'm just going to name it test button. And then you can select what button type you would like. There's a send to messenger style or a with checkbox style. First, let me focus on the send to messenger style. This is the most straightforward, easiest one. You're able to select different sizes, small, medium, and large. And the options here are two colors, essentially blue or white backgrounds. The advantage to this is it does have a transparent background between kind of the person's name and the button itself. So if your site that you're laying it on is not white, you're able to lay it there, it looks clean, things like that. Going to the with checkbox option, there is, through Facebook, they set this up how this appears. There's no way for us to change it, unfortunately. There is a white box that appears here, so unless you're laying it on a white surface, it may look a little out of place, unfortunately. The upsides of this are you are able to change the call to action on the button, so you could change it to, download now if you were encouraging somebody to download an ebook. And you are also able to modify all the colors. So if I wanted to say, hey, I want green text, I could go green right here. And then let's say I want my background to be black. I could change that and you can see it update here. The other options you have on both are you can choose the checkbox position, whether you want it on the side or the bottom. I apologize, that's only with the checkbox button. So we can put it on the side here or on the bottom. Next, you get to determine the submitted state of your button. So with the checkbox button, you can change what it says here, whether that's view it in Messenger or, download, see it now here, or whatever you might want it to say. You can also set up a redirect URL. So if you want this to go to a thank you page, you can enter in that URL here. So I could enter the URL of a thank you page that we have, and I can do that in a new tab or in the current tab, and then I can also change the colors here as well. So there's some more options on what is covered in the submitted state if I want it to continue to maybe match a little bit of what I'm doing here. All right. The final step is to embed the code. I like to save this before I do that so that, everything that I've set up is not lost by me accidentally clicking out of it or something like that. Now, embedding this code is how you install this on your website. The first thing you need to do is you need to authorize any domain that's this kind of button is going to appear on. You essentially have to whitelist it and tell Facebook, hey, it's okay if my button appears on this URL. So this would be your website URL that you're posting it on. Also, if you're building in any sort of website builder like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, Instapages, anything like that, unless you whitelist the URL that they use to preview the pages or the specific kind of URL domain that they have for that, you will not see this button, even if you've installed it correctly, appear in the previews. So if you don't have to whitelist any subdomains, but I think like Lead Pages uses, leadpages.co, etc., etc. If you're using any of these builders, this installation is a little bit different on any kind of website that you're using. So we do have in our FAQ detailed information on how to install this on specific builders or sites like WordPress, etc. Feel free to go to the FAQs and look for that specific instruction. And we'll tell you which domains to make sure you're whitelisting. Right now, I'm going to just give you a high-level overview of how to do this. So once you've whitelisted the URL, all you have to do is then make sure that this script here is added to the head section of every page on your website, but most importantly to the page that you want this to appear on. What this does is this allows us to insert the code for Facebook that they use to pull people's names and send things to the messenger, and also allows us to then put the tracking pixels in that we need to track, your goals and events and things that people perform. So once this is on the head, in the head of your code, the final step is to embed the button itself. So you would copy and paste this code exactly on your page where you want this button to appear. And once you've done that, and you've had this Opesta pixel installed into the head, this button will appear exactly where you paste this script and will trigger as soon as somebody clicks on this button, whether that's a checkbox button or the send to messenger button. So it's fairly simple to install. It doesn't take a lot of technical knowledge, but like I said, it's quite easy inside of builders like ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, things like that. And if you need help with that, feel free to visit our FAQ and get those detailed instructions on how to install on your specific builder.